Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker and its teaser trailer just debuted 2 days ago over at Star Wars Celebration in Chicago, and a lot of fans were left speechless as to what they just saw, consisting of the footage of course, Kylo Ren, Rey, and even the voices of Luke Skywalker and Emperor Palpatine. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one thing that a lot of people are very excited about when it comes to this movie is exactly what the experience is going to be like, to have all three characters together on the big screen going on one big adventure in the first and second act of the movie. Now, of course, there will be times in this film where the trio actually splits and goes their own way. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams actually talked about this, and what's really exciting is that during Star Wars Celebration, J.J. Abrams gave us a little snippet of the very beginning of the movie, as he stated that this is the very beginning of the film. So I want to go over a little shot that J.J. Abrams shared on stage. He actually said so himself, that this is the very beginning of the movie. So J.J. Abrams states this about the whole entire story of Episode 9, consisting of Poe, Finn, and Rey. What I will say is that the movie doesn't pick up immediately after the last film. Some time has gone by, and what I will say is that in this movie, and you can tell by that picture, it's the very beginning of it, but this is an adventure that the group goes on together. One of the great things about working on the movie was getting to work with the dynamic of the characters. They are just the most wonderful together, and that's the thing I am most excited for you all to see. So, as I say, you know, that's what J.J. Abrams had to say in the very beginning of the movie. That's the first shot, one of the first sequences of course, Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker, giving us that mission between both Rey, Finn, and Poe on board of the Millennium Falcon. And it also makes sense as to why this is the very beginning of the movie as well, because we do know that, at least for the most part, J.J. Abrams shot everything in order instead of out of sequence. So they began shooting on August 1st, and then there were a lot of leaks at the very end of August of 2018, where we saw the Millennium Falcon on a jungle world. You guys may remember the leaked photographs with the little space horses on the grassy world as well, and everything like that. Can you believe that that was the summer of 2018? Time flies, right? So what's really intriguing about this image, I want to say a couple of things. What's so great about this image is that it gives you the feeling of the original trilogy again. I don't know about you guys, but for me, it's really giving me original trilogy flashbacks. Something that should have been present in both The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. I'm honestly quite surprised that we did not get to see this in the past two movies, where the trio, right, the Next Generation and three new characters would have screen time all together and going on a personal mission. I guess, you know, they had to shift things around because in The Last Jedi, Rey would be doing things with Luke, and in The Force Awakens, Rey would just be discovering her place in this world, as well as Finn, as well as Poe. So, with that being said, I want to go over this sequence that J.J. Abrams actually revealed on stage over at Star Wars Celebration on April 12th. And what's so great about this image is that this is actually the exotic planet that we have been talking about for a very long time now. It's also known as the Jungle World. We see Chewbacca, Finn, Poe, and Rey, as well as BB-8 in the background, talking to C-3PO. So it almost looks as if they are meeting C-3PO here, as if they are getting off the Millennium Falcon after they landed and meeting C-3PO. Could this very well be the location of this Resistance base that we have been hearing about for so very long now in Episode 9? Now, like I say, we're not quite sure exactly what planet this really is. We do know that there is a jungle world that will appear in the second act of the movie that is the location of the exotic city, and of course, the Dark Prince Palace. Now, the Dark Prince Palace is going to be loosely based off of Prince Xizor's from the Expanded Universe in Shadows of the Empire, and I wouldn't be too surprised if this planet was based off of the planet Falleen in the Expanded Universe. So, with that being said, this whole entire image, I gotta say, guys, it's really giving me flashbacks. Like I said, it has those original trilogy feels to it, and C-3PO, guys, by the way, if you look very close, he doesn't have the red arm anymore, and J.J. Abrams refused to reveal exactly how long it takes place after The Last Jedi. We do know that from various leaks that this is going to take place roughly 1 year after the events of course, Episode 8. So you can already see how J.J. Abrams is somewhat, you know, giving that parallel to that of Return of the Jedi, since Return of the Jedi took place 1 year after the events of The Empire Strikes Back. So you can see the pattern here. You know, it's like poetry, it rhymes. What I like about this jungle world, though, is how tropical it looks. It's not just like an indoor planet. You can see different plants in the background, you can see all the green, you can see the blue sky. There's something different about it that we have never seen before in the original trilogy and or in the sequel trilogy so far. We do know that like I say, it's not just going to be a jungle world, it's also going to be the location of a large exotic city. This was an original idea by J.J. Abrams for The Force Awakens that never made it to the final cut of the film, and that now actually will be a part of Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.